So let's kind of go a little quick here. The Cardinals are the next team that the Raiders are facing. This is in Vegas. Cardinals just got brutally humiliated by the Kansas City Chiefs. So what are you looking forward to in this game? Do you see the Raiders winning? Do you see the potential of the Raiders going 0-2? I mean, what are you thinking here?
No, I think that this is a good opportunity for the Raiders to get back on the right track. I mean, even if we lose to the Chargers at home, which is not a surprise. I mean, I think that it's either there or we, take one at our home arena. I think this Arizona game will be a game that gets us on track, gets us that confidence to win. I'm not very high in Arizona. I don't think that anybody else should be. They didn't play very well against the Chiefs. I know it was the Chiefs and their offense was high-powered, but for a team that's supposedly a threat in the NFC, they sure did not put up much of a resistance, nor did they look like they were prepared to play football that day, which that's another thing that I have, which is why I don't even think Arizona is going to make the playoffs. I don't think it's going to be a good season for them in general. I do see that this is like a bounce back game for the Raiders. Like I said, get them on track, get them their confidence, maybe start a winning streak going on, because I think they have some more favorable matchups in the next few weeks following this game. So it would be a really nice to get some momentum, get the confidence up to when we play some better competition. Then we'll be up for that, and it gives us an opportunity to kind of see where our offensive line is at, to make those adjustments, make sure that our defense is still running all cylinders, get that pass rush going, and of course get our offense more in sync with more ball movement, in my opinion. So I looked at this game as an opportunity for the Raiders to get a win and get on track and start getting on a hot streak here.
Yeah. The only issue I have is this. Typically when teams get blown out like the Cardinals did, they come back week 2 and it's usually almost a gimme that they're going to cover the spread, if not just outright win. So I'm a little concerned for the Raiders, but luckily the Raiders actually lost last week. So they're not riding on a high. They're like, hey, we got to win. So they got to be focused. So I do think that this is going to be a really interesting game. I think this is a very underrated game. First, Kyler Murray has to prove himself. He just got signed to a big contract, and after week 1, he did not prove that he earned that contract.
100% right.
The last 2 games that we've seen Kyler Murray in have been, to put it mildly, crap. They've been really bad.
Yeah.
So he's really going to have to prove himself. And Derek Carr, as much as you and I have been on here and we support Derek Carr, he didn't look great. And so he's going to have a bounce back game. I don't think he won't. I think this will be a game that he can get back on track on. This Cardinals defense doesn't look great. They do have a really good safety duo, but their secondary overall I don't think is that great. The linebacking core leaves a lot to the imagination. And the defensive line is not what it used to be when Chandler Jones was there. That's another thing that I did want to bring up, is this is kind of a I'm going to beat you game for Chandler Jones. He's going back to his old team who kind of disrespected him and said, hey, we're going to let you walk. We have no problem with you walking.
Yeah.
And I think Chandler Jones really took a lot of felt very disrespected from that. So this will be an interesting game. I think there could be a lot of good things in this game for the Raiders. I think there could be some good things for the Cardinals, though. So I'm not going to be the least bit surprised if this is a really close game, and it's not going to make me think that the Raiders should have dominated the Cardinals, because I think, like I said, in the NFL, it's a funny league, and when you have got the team that gets blown out in the week previous, they come back and they come out strong. So this is a game that the Raiders could potentially lose, and I'm still not going to overly panic about that.